Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So in today's video, I'm doing a updated everyday makeup routine. So yeah, that's what we're doing today. It's very similar to the last one I did, but a little bit different. So I thought I would do that for you guys. And I've been doing a lot of vlogs, so I thought I would just do like a little sit down video. So it's a little bit easier to edit and upload. So yeah, so if you like this makeup look and want to see how I did it, then just keep on watching. Alright, so I already have my primer setting on my face. I put it on probably like 5 minutes ago. It's just the Maybelline Master Prime Blur and Smooth, the black and white bottle. I hate doing my makeup and like putting my primer on and then immediately putting my foundation on. So for foundations, I fake tan, so I'm a few different shades of foundation depending on which stage my tan is at. So it can be a little complicated for foundation, but I really like the Maybelline New York Dream Urban Foundation or Dream Urban Cover Foundation. Right now I have shade 310 and 228. I think I'm gonna mix the two. So sometimes I use it, well, most of the time I use a beauty blender for my foundation, but every once in a while I'll like to use a foundation brush just to like start putting it on and then go in with my beauty blender and kind of like smooth it out a little bit, just because the beauty blender obviously soaks up more of the foundation so you don't get as much coverage, which is fine, but sometimes I like that coverage and I feel like sometimes I'm wasting products using the beauty blender all the time. So I've been using my foundation brush. This is the Morphe one. It comes in like a pack. Love these brushes. So what I like to do is I like to take a setting spray. I'm using the Morphe Luminous setting spray. And I'll spray it on my face just because it feels nice and fresh, and I feel like it's a good start to my foundation. So I'll go in with the darker foundation first and then the lighter one. It honestly just depends. Sometimes I need like the light foundation with even like a lighter foundation. In that case, I use the L'Oreal Infallible Pro Glow. This is the 228, super light shade. But yeah, sometimes I use that one at like the tail end of like my tan coming off. So I just go in with my foundation brush. Obviously bring it down to your neck, especially again if you fake tan. Fake tanning makes putting on your foundation so easy, because my skin, like for me personally, and I've heard people say this before with self-tanning, but when you have like fake tan on your face, it just makes your foundation, well, any of your face makeup, just like apply so much smoother and easier and like more flawless. And I don't like doing my makeup when I'm not tan. But yeah, no, I hate not being tan for so many reasons, but one of them being my makeup is just so much easier to apply with a fake tan. But with that being said, I do have to drag it onto my neck, which you should do with your foundation anyways. But yeah. All right, so I put a little bit more foundation on the back of my hand, and I'm just going to use my beauty blender now. I'll link everything down below. I would highly recommend checking out these beauty blenders. I got them for Christmas, and I guess like all the comments, my mom was saying that like everyone says they're like dupes for like the real like beauty blender brand. Comes in a pack of like 7-ish, I think like 7 or 8. And when I used it, it is so soft. It makes your foundation look so flawless. Okay, so I have my foundation on. I am kicking myself right now because one reason I wanted to film this video today was because the past like week or so I've been doing my eyebrows different, and I totally forgot to do that. So what I've been doing is I've been doing my eyebrows before my foundation, and I totally just screwed that up right now. So I knew I was forgetting something until like my makeup was already done, or my foundation was done, and then I realized what it was. So that's fine, it's not the end of the world, but I am super bummed. I'm just gonna put that in here right now. I've been doing my eyebrows before my foundation the past like week, I guess. It makes your eyebrows so much sharper, like they look so on point. If you haven't tried doing your eyebrows before your foundation, I would highly recommend it. Now it's time for eyebrows. So I just combed through my brows. And for brows, I've been using the e.l.f. Instant Lift Brow Pencil in the color Taupe. I ran out of my Anastasia one and I didn't want to reorder it. Just because like it's the same exact thing, like spoolie on one end, you have to twist up the product on the other. This has been working just fine. I actually really enjoy the color of it, and it's like $3. Let's do our brows now because we forgot. Okay, so hopefully it'll stay in focus. It should, but if not, I'm sorry. My eyebrows are pretty dark actually, so I try to be mindful of putting like too much product on them, making them like super dark, because then it just looks weird. All right, so I followed the natural shape of my brows. I don't like try to mess with the shape or anything. Like I said, I really like the shape of my brows, so I really just follow the shape. Okay, so once I do my brows, I just go back in with my brush and comb through them just to get out any extra product or, you know, whatever. Just comb through them again. So there's that. And then I'm going to go through and conceal them. It depends. Sometimes I'll use this, oh, I don't even know the brand of this anymore. It's just this like white kind of brightening, I think it is like an eyebrow pencil to like conceal, or sometimes I'll just use my foundation. I'm not sure what I'm gonna do today. All right, so I think I'm just going to use this eyebrow concealer. So all I do is I literally just go under my brows, on top, and then on the sides, and this will just like conceal them and make them like super sharp and on fleek. And then I take this, I have no idea what this is, it's rubbed off, but it's just this like flat, kind of, not really stiff, but kind of brush, and I just blend it out. Then I'll just kind of take my beauty blender and blend that out in case like there's still some harsh edges. Okay, so now I'm going to, this is kind of a newer thing I've been doing. I have this Anastasia stick foundation in the color Ivory. It's super, super light, but what I do is I just highlight under my eyes a little bit, try to bring in some more kind of definition. I'll do it on my chin a little bit, on my forehead. The brightness is up on my camera, so it doesn't really look like, you can't really see the differences between like my foundation and the highlighted parts, but that's okay. Okay, so really quickly, I just turned down the brightness on my camera, so maybe you can get like a better kind of visual of like the color of my foundation and stuff. Okay, so I think I'm just going to leave the brightness down. So now I'm going to move on to my blush and highlighter. So I use the NARS Orgasm Cream Blush. And normally I just like put it on my face, but I've been taking a brush and just kind of like getting some product on the brush and then putting it on my face. And if it's not like giving me as much color as I want, I'll like go in with this, but I don't know, I've been doing this lately. I like how it looks. It looks a little dark, but don't worry, it's not. And you have to keep in mind, like, I'm still putting my setting powder on top of this. This is just like my cream highlighter and blush. So there's the blush. I obviously want to put enough on to where you can kind of see it, so it doesn't like totally just like get washed out by my powders and stuff. Okay, so there's that. For highlighter, I've been using this, the Beauty Crop Glow Milk. I've never used this brand before. I think my mom got it in like a FabFitFun box, and she doesn't do like the whole like liquid highlighter stuff, and she knows I love highlighter. It's my favorite makeup product ever, so she gave it to me when they came up for like Thanksgiving. So I've been using it since then, and I absolutely love this. So I'll just like put some, it has like the little squeezy top. I'll put some on the back of my hand. I have a problem of using too much liquid highlighter sometimes, and that does not make your face look good. It totally like makes it kind of cakey and stuff. So even if you love highlighter, you don't need a lot. Now we're going to move on to eyes to let the face sit. I've noticed whenever I like take a break between the cream products and then going in with the powdered products, it looks a lot better versus going in with like this stuff and then immediately going on with the setting powder and then the highlighter and the powdered blush. I like to do my face first with the foundation, cream products, and then I'll move on to eyes. I don't really like using eyeshadow primer, but it does make a difference if not your eyeshadow is like all like creasing throughout the day. So I just use this little Urban Decay one. Okay, so once I have on my eyelid primer, I just take my setting powder and a eyeshadow brush. I only use this brush for setting the eyelid primer. So it's a clean brush. Okay, so I'm going in with the Morphe 3502 palette. I'm using this color right here. It's just a brown color, and then like a little crease brush. My camera battery is probably going to die, and I'm gonna be so upset because I'm gonna have to stop this video and like wait for it to charge. And I'm just going to put this all in my crease. Okay, so in the same palette, I'm going to take just this like burgundy kind of color right here and a more fluffy round crease brush. And I'm just gonna use this to darken up like the outer corners. With a flat eyeshadow brush and the Bare City Paint Pot from MAC. It's just a cream kind of shimmery eyeshadow. I'm going to take some of that on this flat shadow brush and put this like on my eyelids. Once we have that, we're going to switch palettes and go into this Morphe palette, the 350, and this gold shade. And again, just same brush. Okay, so my camera battery died, so I've had to let it charge for a few minutes. I did go ahead and add that gold shade onto my eyelids just because I had that cream eyeshadow base on, so I didn't want it to dry. Once I do that, if I feel like I want it a little bit darker, I'll go back in with that burgundy kind of color shade, which, I don't know, I'll just do it for the video. So I think that's good. Now I'm just gonna go ahead and curl my eyelashes because we're done basically with the eyeshadow. Okay, so before we do mascara, I'm gonna go back in with my setting powder and my brush. It's a little cactus, so cute. And I'm just going to kind of set under my eyes with it, just because it's like creasing right there. Because I'm gonna go back in with this tiny brush and the Bare City Paint Pot. And I'm just gonna take a little bit and put it under my eyes. Now I'm just going to go back in with the eyeshadow. All right, and then back in with our fluffy brush and the burgundy color. Actually, I don't even know why I'm using that brush. I have this tiny little pointy brush that I love using for under my eyes. Okay, so I don't really feel like putting mascara on yet, so I'm just going to skip that and use some more of my setting spray. Okay, so I'm just going to take my Morphe brush, again, came in that set with the blush brush. It's also the highlighter brush that I use. So yeah, just this fluffy brush and my setting powder. And just set my face. I'm just gonna put on my mascara so it's done. I am doing fake lashes, so I'm not gonna put on a bunch of mascara. I use the Telescopic Carbon Black L'Oreal mascara. But this is what it looks like. I literally just, I wasn't even like going in that much with it. I was just like coating my eyelashes with it. It's a great mascara. Going to actually go in with my Tula Signature Glow Refreshing and Brightening Spray. Okay, so my all-time favorite highlighter is the Becca Opal highlighter. I have been running out for a while and I haven't ordered it or gone to Sephora to get it. But I did go to Sephora probably like 2 weeks ago-ish. And of course they had every single highlighter shade that Becca has except for Opal. So that's okay. But I'm going to use my Anastasia Beverly Hills highlighter. This is what it looks like. I got it for Christmas last year. It's really pretty. Now for blush, I just go back in with that same blush brush. And if you guys have any good blushes you recommend, leave them down below. I actually hated using blush, so blush is the one thing that I don't really have a lot of, and tried not really bringing too much stuff with me when I moved back here for school. So I literally have one blush, which is, I've been using this one forever. It's the Soft Blend Blush from Studio Makeup in the color Wildflower. I'm just gonna take some and put it on my cheekbones. I try to use a fair amount of blush, not like to where it's like super like pink on my face, but so you can actually see it, because I notice like a lot of the time when I use blush, it just kind of gets like washed out from like the highlighter and the setting powder and then going over it with the contour. I do like having that wash of pink. For contour, I've been using the Hoola bronzer by Benefit. I've had this forever and I never really used it. I don't really know why. I think I just had other bronzers and contours that I liked. But for some reason, I brought it with me and I started using it and I cannot stop using it. I love it so much. And I think one of the biggest reasons I like it is because of the brush. One day I was like, let me try this brush. Like, you know, I don't know, most makeup or most brushes that come with makeup you don't really use. But I was like, you know, let me try it. It's not one of those like drugstore makeup brushes, you know, it's Benefit, so whatever. I fell in love with it. I do not use any other contour with any other brush. It is this duo right here. So I just go in and contour my face with it. So my camera battery is dying, so what I'm going to do is put some mascara on my lower lashes, put on my fake eyelashes off camera, and I will come back to you guys in a few minutes. Okay, so it's a few hours later, but I did go ahead and put on my fake eyelashes and my mascara on my lower lashes. And then I added some lipstick. I've been really into lipstick lately. So I went to Walgreens a few days ago and got 2 of these Maybelline Superstay Matte Ink lipsticks. This one is the number 55 color Driver. It's just a super like neutral nude color. And then I got another like darker mauve color. But I went with the nude today. And then for eyelashes, obviously Ardell Wispies. These are my favorite. Always wear these whenever I have fake eyelashes on. So yeah, again, everything will be linked down below in the description box if you want to check any of these products out. I love them. I've been using them forever. Not the lipstick, but pretty much everything else. So yeah, I hope you guys liked the video. If you did, make sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you're not already. And if you have any other video requests or makeup tutorials you want me to do, just leave them down below in the comments and I will definitely do them. So you guys liked the video and I will see you guys in my next one. Bye.